Hi everyone, welcome to today's stream.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about how to keep the Disney magic alive at home. Angie's the one who gave me this idea, so all of the credit goes to her. I often look to my friends for advice on video ideas, and then I invite them to come on with me when I end up using those ideas because I'm not just going to take credit for it. Dad's working outside, so I don't know if you can hear the shovel scraping against concrete, but if you can, I severely apologize. It's been a little while since I've had a stream on my channel. I think the last time I streamed was last Sunday or last Monday, because I don't think I had any of the streams this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, Russ, I feel so bad because I normally have Russ on with my Monday streams. It's been a while since I haven't had him on, so I feel bad that I didn't have him on today. But I wanted to try and switch it up a little bit. So I hope there's no offense taken, Russ. And if there is,
Russ needed a break, didn't he, or no?
he streams like 24/7 at this point.
Right?
He's constantly on StreamYard. We are hanging out and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, last time I streamed was last Monday, so I didn't do anything this weekend. I've been trying to consistently stream on Mondays, and
Russ, please.
Yeah, I try to stream on Mondays 4:30 to 5:30, and then I have so many like things that move around with other people on the weekends and stuff like that. Like Fridays, we're doing our pizza streams, and it's on any of our channels, and then I'm used to being on Russ's streams on Saturday and Sunday. That nerd chat is going around from channel to channel. So I'm used to constantly being streaming, but not always on my own channel.
Yeah.
So it's nice to finally be back on my channel. And I'll get to the chat in a moment. But yeah, so we're going to be talking about how we keep the Disney magic alive, because I live in the Northeast, and periodically now lives in the Northeast. So we aren't very close to Disney. We're not just a single drive away. I mean, soon you will be, but it's hard being such a Disney fan and a Disney nerd when you live like a 1 day drive away from it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be talking about how we keep that Disney magic at home, and how we, stay in those spirits. I mean, one of the most obvious ones is watching Resort TV 1. There are streams from Disney, but right now can't really do that. So even watching their virtual streams, those are great because we're still getting Disney content from the parks. So let me say hi to people in the chat. Make It Blue was first. Hello. Mike Wheeler with a gobble gobble turkey. Big Disney fan. Tim Pruitt. Pam's fam. Russ Stapleton. Julie McGowan. LSU Mom Hi. Emily. Danny Griswold Family Vacay. What's up? LOL, I've got you lined up for the next 2 weeks. Just hang out with close friends. We're starting to finish. We are, yeah. I am on with you guys so often. It's I don't want to get sappy, but you guys are really like some of my very closest friends, and I talk to you guys about everything, and you guys are just like family to me, and I love you guys. So it's great, having such close friendships. Hi, Rebecca Bell. Welcome in. So yeah, we're going to be talking about Disney magic.
Yes.
And it's something awesome to talk about with friends, because, sometimes you have your own ideas on how to keep that magic alive, and you don't even think about how other people might do it. So you can expand your horizons. So I'll start. One way that I keep that magic alive is I listen to Epcot area music. Sometimes I listen to other park music, but it's most often Epcot because I absolutely adore that park.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Pearl.
Hey, girl.
Yeah, so I like listening to Disney music, area music, because it makes me feel like I'm in the park. What's one of your things?
So what music do you listen to? Like, do you listen to that? Da, 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 da.
Oh, I love that stuff.
Do you listen to Soarin' too? Do you have that as part of it, or is it
I
just
don't. It's mainly the entrance music.
Okay.
But sometimes I also listen to the Magic Kingdom Frontierland soundtrack. I don't know why the Frontierland soundtrack specifically, but I really love that one.
Yeah.
So the Epcot
Country Fairs. That's why.
Epcot entrance and Frontierland. Those are my two area music soundtracks that I listen to, and often they are like hours long.
Yeah.
So I could just stick it in the background while I, do my homework that I don't have anymore, or other type of work, or journaling and that kind of stuff.
Right. So that's relaxing. Okay. All right. So let's see. So one of my things is the My Disney Experience app. So of course I can't do it now, but I like to go on there and just look and see what the wait times are.
Me too. I love doing that.
Like, I'm not there, but how long is the wait for Big Thunder Mountain right now?
Mm-hmm.
Or, what's it look like? Can I get an idea of how crowded it is?
Yeah.
By looking at it.
Yeah, I love doing that too. My parents and we actually have a game where one person will pull it up and the other people have to guess what the wait times are.
Really?
In the ride. So it's like, what is the wait time right now for Everest? And you got to think about what day it is. You got to think about the time of day it is, and it's really fun to guess. And then sometimes you're like 5 minutes off, and sometimes you're like an hour off.
Right?
Because there have been times where like, Space Mountain was like a 5-minute wait, and it's so funny because you never expect that.
Right.
Like Space Mountain's never a walk-on.
Right. Isn't that funny?
Yeah. But I do the same exact thing.
Yeah. So I do that. I look at that My Disney Experience app. So, okay. So what else do you do?
Well, I have making Disney food.
Oh,
so
me too.
My mom made the Num Num cookies once. She's also made those Pop-Tarts that you can get in Woody's lunchbox.
Nice.
And she has made the cheeseburger spring rolls.
Really?
Yeah, she did that recently. Hi, Brandy and Dave. I'm assuming that's Brandy. Hi. Shelly Starwalker, what's up?
Hello.
Yeah, so my mom has made the cheeseburger spring rolls. I think she's going to try and make it again with a different outside, because I think she used the one that the recipe gave was like way too thin. So she's going to try and do something different.
Okay. So what did she use? What kind of wrapper?
I wish I could remember what it was, but it was like super, super thin.
Yeah.
And it kind of just like broke open. So I think she's going to try and make that again soon. And then she's also made the noodles from, it was spring roll wrapper, and it was just way too thin.
Too thin. Maybe you need like an egg roll wrapper. It's a little thicker.
Yeah. That's what my mom just said. She thinks she needs an egg roll wrapper.
Yeah.
And she's also made the noodles from Ohana, their dinner noodles.
Really?
And I don't like those. Those don't look appealing to me. I don't like the smell of them, but mom and dad absolutely love them every time they go. So she's made those before. She said it came out good.
Nice.
She's made it once or twice. She's made them a few times because I don't think it worked the first time. But that's one of the things about, trying to recreate Disney food is you're not going to get it right.
Yes.
The first time you do it.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. Hi, Tina. T. Marie Photography. What's up? Yeah, Brandy, she's amazing at making stuff from Disney. We've done that before with a lot of stuff, and I want to try doing it again. I want to look up the churro recipe. I've never made churros at home, but I love Disney churros.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we like making stuff. I'm trying to remember if we've made any other things, but
Okay.
hi Timu.
Timu.
So yeah, we like to. We've made churros before. I don't even remember that. I don't remember making churros, but I really like making Disney food. I want to try doing it more often if I can, find recipes I'll eat. Everyone knows that's a little hard sometimes.
Yes, that's okay.
So what is something else on yours?
Okay,
Oh, you did.
so I have Disney food on mine too, so we'll just stick with it while we're in it. But
yeah, I saw your video today.
so yeah, like I made, I just put a video out about the avocado margarita, which is really good. I've made that soup, the soup from the Canada Pavilion. So I made that, which was a little harder, but there's other things you can do that are really easy that kind of give you that Disney feeling, like putting macaroni and cheese on a hot dog. Like, it's not something we typically do, or anybody typically does, but when you think about it, it's like, oh, you could just like whip up some mac and cheese and just put it on a hot dog.
Yeah, I've never done that before.
Yeah, but do you eat those at Casey's?
I've never had it at Casey's. I don't know how I feel about that combination, but
mixing it up.
It depends. Maybe I'll try it. Yeah. One thing I really love is cheesy fries.
Yes.
And I want to try and even like cheesy tater tots. Like that sounds amazing.
Yes. So you could do that easily. Just get a bag of tater tots and you could make that at home.
Yeah.
And you could try that.
There are a lot of things, like simple things in Disney that you can make.
Yes.
Like you said.
Yeah.
And then there are some of those things that are kind of difficult, like those noodles that my mom made.
Yes.
Like she said, it's obviously not as amazing as it is at Ohana's, because it's hard to replicate that. One of the things that I do, the avocado margarita is why I couldn't function on Monarch Moments last night, said Jeff.
I know. I made a quadruple batch for us and the neighbors.
Oh my goodness.
Well, the neighbors helped us, but it was fun. Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh my goodness, my train of thought absolutely went out the window.
We're just talking about how you can make like things just easy too. Easy.
Yeah. So she's made the noodles, and obviously those aren't amazing as they are there, but they're okay. And then I have tried to replicate the way that they make their eggs, because if you did not know, Ohana puts half and half in their scrambled eggs, which makes it I really love it. Wow. I think it's amazing. Yeah. And that's why I try to I try to do it at home, but I haven't had eggs in a while. Maybe I don't know what we're having for dinner tonight, but maybe I can suggest that. Yeah, it's a lot creamier. Does making Disney food at home have 0 calories like they are in the park? I wish. Like you said, I absolutely wish. It makes them super fluffy. And so those eggs are so amazing. Yeah. And I used to go on and on and on about how amazing Ohana eggs are. And my parents were like, it's the same as every other eggs you can get anywhere. And I was like, it is absolutely not. And so I asked the person once. I asked the waitress, and she told me, and that woman is my savior. She also, you know that juice that they have at Ohana? Yeah,
the jungle juice or the
whatever. She gave like my parents to-go cups of that. Yeah. Once. Yeah. It was really nice of her. And I know my parents absolutely love that stuff. And she found, looks like steak in the future for dinner. Ugh.
So yay.
But Mom found a drink in a nearby bagel place that tastes similar to the jungle juice.
Yes.
So she tries to get that when she gets her bagels.
Nice.
I don't remember what the name of it is, but
isn't that amazing how you associate too? So when you eat something that tastes similar, you're like, wow, that reminds me of, this, or that reminds me of the jungle juice. That reminds me of, it's pretty cool.
Jeff and Brusser fighting.
Well, when you said makes them super fluffy, I thought of Super Fluffy Yeti too.
Yeah. We all have the same brain.
I know, it's scary, isn't it?
It really is. Like, we're all the same.
Oh.
But yeah, so La Selle.
La Cellier.
He said La Selle as in Tracy.
Oh, La Selle. Yeah. They do have good steaks there. So I'm assuming you guys have been there to Le Cellier, or
no?
You haven't?
If we have, I don't remember it.
Okay.
But I don't remember ever going in there. I remember going, the only time I've ever been down in that area of Canada is during, I think, Food and Wine.
Okay.
Was when they had that caramel popcorn in an apple.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so Mom and Dad are saying we have not been there.
We need to go there one of these days. We're going to splurge and we're going to go because
I know Dad would love it.
Yeah, I know it's expensive. And someone was saying there's another place where you can get steak too that's really good. Maybe in Disney Springs.
Like Dad said, we've never wanted to use 2 sit-downs for it.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Maybe if we had more people, it would be more worth it.
Right.
But I'm not, like, I don't hate steak, but it's not something I look forward to. So, yeah. Road trip stream. Hi, Rockin' Robin.
Woohoo! Yeah, come on down. Kenzie, you guys pick us up on the way down and we'll just...
Sounds good.
I'll head down. Somehow our streams always end up back to food, don't they?
They do. Ask Billy, she seems to be the only one that remembers #ArtCheck. Yep. #ArtCheck was one of the most terrifying moments
Kenzie remembers
ever had in a stream. That was terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
It was bad. I actually went back. That stream, I absolutely love that stream, but our internet was so bad that there was never a clear picture in it at all. It was never like a clear video. It was really jumpy. It was really bad. But that was a stream where we had ArtCheck. That was the stream where I met Paige O'Hara. We ate all that food. I had a cookie, and that was basically all I ate. But Dad ate a bunch of food, and they had a fun time. We had a fun time, and it was awesome streaming. And it didn't even feel like a burden to be in. Like, I always thought that maybe it would feel like a burden to be streaming in the parks. And I tried it last November.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time I had streamed from the parks, was when we were at the Christmas party, and I streamed the parade.
Right. And
it was like perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And I had so much fun. Yes, I did cry during that stream. I actually Dad had to take over the stream for a little while because I was sobbing.
Right.
Because it was so emotional meeting Paige. So
yes.
It was amazing. But that stream, I will always adore that stream. And that day in general was an amazing day, because that was also when I met up with Josh and Donna and Arjons and them later in the afternoon, and we all hung out and went to Grand Floridian and Polynesian together. Right.
And I think too, Kenzie, we have to keep in mind, I know for me, when you said about like stressing about streaming, I stress too, but it's like we all have to remember we're not resort TV ones.
Yeah.
They've set the bar so high.
Yeah.
I'm never going to be able to stream like that. So I kind of look at it as I'm just going to do the best I can do.
And that's what I do. Yeah. I try my best to get a good stream, and I just had a lot of fun doing it. And I don't know what was so different with November versus January regarding the quality of my streams, because November was like really bad, really good quality. And then January, I don't know what happened with the quality of it. But November also was...
You know what I mean?
Yeah. The one thing that was stressing me out in November was when I went live at Magic Kingdom without Mom and Dad, because they were over at the Grand Floridian and they were on their way over. Mm-hmm. Well, I went live and I was using a totally different app.
Okay.
Well, I went live and my chat just stopped.
Yes.
Like, I knew I had people watching.
Yes.
And I knew people were, existing. Hi,
Yeah.
Dreamers Empire. What's up, Dean?
You
I
know what happened?
The chat completely stopped. That app is like awful. And
Streamlabs. Yep.
no, it wasn't Streamlabs. It was some really random like streaming service from your phone. I ended up going over to Streamlabs because that I had no chat. Like, it just stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to end the stream.
Yes.
Hi, Donna.
Hey, Donna.
Yeah, I didn't want to end the stream, but I knew there were people watching. And then, Mom eventually found me.
Mm-hmm.
And, I got to use their phones
Yes.
to look at chat. But that stream was like terrifying. And sometimes I go back and I look at that chat and it warms my heart about how supportive everyone was in the chat.
Yeah.
Because they all were like, we're here, like letting me know that they were and everyone was so nice and so kind about it. And I mean, understanding, of course, because it is hard to stream in the parks, and it's stressful.
It is.
But it's also like that flower and garden day, I wasn't stressed at all.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it was, Dad losing a piece of art. But other than that, I didn't stress about the fact that I was streaming whatsoever.
Right. Yeah, you were very relaxed. Yep.
Yeah, I was completely fine. I had a lot of fun. And it's addicting, streaming in the parks. Like, I don't know if you felt the same way, but when I was in the parks, I didn't want to stop.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't want to stop streaming because it's so much fun, I'm doing two of my favorite things. It's, streaming and talking with my friends and being in Disney.
Yes.
And being able to share that. So it's just very addicting to do.
Yes. Yes. And that's the way to look at it. Like, you were talking to your friends. So when you look at it as friends, and then you don't feel as stressed because people are like, it's fine. And, so yeah.
Yeah. So Dad completely left that. And one of the things I like to do is I like looking back at that stream just because, it was so fun. I mean, it's frustrating that the camera didn't work well, but I think we had to, increase our internet, and it's going to be better, I hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to stream in July if we go, but I hope to, other than, our streaming of stuff, but in the parks, I don't know what I'm going to stream yet, but
yeah,
because I haven't
come to you.
I still haven't done anything on rides in the parks. Anytime I've streamed, it has been out in the open. I haven't streamed at any restaurants or anything like that, so it's interesting.
Yes.
But so what is it? My turn on something, because we were just talking about food, and then I went on a totally different tangent.
Yeah, it's your turn.
This is probably one of the most obvious things, but watching Disney Plus.
Okay.
Watching Disney movies. There are some Disney movies that I can just put on and be completely happy, and it doesn't stress me out at all, because movies stress me out sometimes. I don't know what it is. It's just sometimes, like movies like Inside Out. That movie stresses me out.
Oh, really?
It just gets me very emotional. Same thing with any of the Toy Story movies.
Yeah.
Like, I love those movies to death, but sometimes I can't watch them because I know I can't handle that emotionalness.
Yeah.
But, doing, like, watching Frozen 2 has been my most recent. Like, I can put that movie on and just watch it all day.
Yeah.
I absolutely love Frozen 2. Lost in the Woods, best Disney song of all time. Yeah, Bambi, I don't think I've ever watched Bambi in full.
Right.
Dumbo, I just don't enjoy that movie. Yeah. Now I'm just like trashing on movies, but yeah, I love watching certain Disney movies. One of the most obvious being Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
I could watch that movie all day. I'm planning on doing a stream where I just talk about that movie, because why not?
Right.
Why
No.
not talk about like one of my favorite movies of all time?
Yep. I agree.
But yeah, I love watching Disney movies. Not even just like the Disney movies, but Mandalorian. I love Mandalorian, and I love Star Wars movies and Marvel movies and that kind of stuff to keep that magic alive. Marvel not so much since they're not in our Disney World parks, but more the Star Wars and all that.
Yeah.
What about Artemis Fowl? No.
Not so much, right?
Yeah.
And Pocahontas.
Oh, and Jeff said, and Pocahontas? No?
You stress me out, Jeff.
Too funny. Yeah.
So Dean said, I just watched most of it in the last 2 nights. Dare I say I liked it? No, it's totally fine. It's just, you like whatever movie you like. We just didn't really like it that much.
Right.
We may or may not have done an hour stream bashing it. Not bashing it, just giving very strong opinions about it.
Right. Our honest. I just didn't get it. I think I might.
Oh, he didn't like it.
Makes sense. Okay. Oh, dare I say how I liked it? Okay. I misread that. I thought
Yeah, me too.
Dare I say I liked it? Okay.
We didn't like it either.
Yeah, we did not like it. It was just all over the place.
Hi, Surfer Girl.
Hey, Shirley.
But yeah, I like Disney movies. I like watching those. Sorry to anyone, but it's the worst. Okay, thank you for agreeing with us. We don't like it either.
That was rough. It was rough.
I went into it hoping, with so many hopes. Didn't work out.
No, it did not.
So yeah, that is another thing on my list is the watching of Disney movies.
Okay.
Especially Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
So what is something else on your list?
Okay, so something else on my list, I have Disney shopping, as if you couldn't all guess. So I do like to go on the Disney shopping app and just looking at all the different things, and I don't know. I just really enjoy that. But we know that from doing the crop and shop. And
yeah.
it makes me happy. I try to keep it to a minimum. Because we do spend enough when we're down there. So
yeah.
So Tim missed what we were bashing, Artemis Fowl.
Yep. Yeah, Dean said we watched it and I did a show talking about it. We spent an hour talking about how we did not like it. Yeah, we watched it as a group on Friday night. A good group of us.
Yeah, that was the best part, is just being together and watching it together, right?
And then being able to just like question life's existence afterwards.
What was that?
Yeah. That was also the day there were like 2 fires on my street. So that was just a cursed day.
That was
We finished Artemis Fowl and I'm like, oh, the fire trucks are back. Because they were there early.
Liked it. Maybe we need to watch it again, Kenzie. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to see if we can sit through it again.
Yeah, I also love shopping. My mom is like huge on Disney shopping. I mean, it's hard when, you're looking at stuff and you're like, I really shouldn't be spending all this money. And we are pretty good at not spending too much.
Right.
But sometimes you get a little carried away and you want to get a bunch of stuff.
Yes. So it's one thing, when you're down there at the parks and you're shopping, but then when you're home sometimes, it's just as much fun. And then you see something new because they've been putting newer stuff. Like at first that Shop Disney or that Disney Parks shopping was just, I don't know, it was a lot of the stuff they had at the Disney store, but now they're bringing a lot of stuff that you can get like at the parks on there. And it just really gives us another option. Like even if you buy yourself a shirt or something that you can wear around the house or yeah. Okay, so what else do you do?
Pam said I couldn't sleep the other night, and I thought I would put it on so I could fall asleep, and I didn't even want to hear it. It was that bad.
Oh, jeez. That's funny.
So another one of my things, and this is the last of my things because I only wrote down like 5 things, and like 2 of them were also things that you do. So, but mine is I have an Xbox 360. It's currently downstairs. I have to bring it back upstairs because I know Russ has an Xbox too, so I want to be able to play Halo with him. But I also have a Kinect, and there is a game called like Disneyland Kinect, and you can, set up the Kinect so you're picked up and you can run around Disneyland.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I wish they had a Disney World version of it because I don't really know Disneyland very much, but you can hug the Beast, and that's all that matters. You can meet characters and like talk to them, and I mean, you can meet Mickey and Goofy and Donald and Pluto, and I've met Ariel. I haven't gone through the entire game.
Yeah,
because
we have that same game, Kenzie, if you can believe that.
Yeah, last time I played it, it was when I was in private school, so that is between 2nd to 6th grade, and I remember my friend Emmy came over in the morning because we had a 2-hour delay, and we just played that in my room for like 2 hours, and all we did was hug the Beast and talk to the Beast. So I don't know anything else that happens in the game other than character interaction and the Matterhorn.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. That's funny. So
I mean, it's fun.
Kind of game where it would have to like pick you up, right? Like it has to pick up your movements, and then yeah,
it was a very long time ago since I've played it, but we would. There's Matterhorn, which is just like a ride, but there are also like experiences and games that you can do that are basically like the ride but a little different. Like they had one that was Big Thunder Mountain, but it was like you on a mountain train hopping, like running on top of these trains and like hopping from train to train. And I remember Mom and I playing it, and it was like the funniest thing ever. And I feel like I should like stream it or something. I think it would be so fun.
Yeah, for sure. That's funny.
So that is another one of the ways that you can keep the Disney magic alive, even if it's not the Disney park you normally go to. Because I've never been to Disneyland. I want to at some point, but and I say this every time I talk about Disneyland. I want to go for Cars Land. That's my main reason for wanting to go over there. Because, I love Cars. I watched that movie a million times when I was little, and I collected all of the Cars. So.
Yeah. So someone was saying about that ride, like, it's just so immersive. And I think did you say it, or somebody else was saying, although you said you've never watched a video of it, or have you?
What one?
Of the Cars ride.
No.
What ride is it? Okay.
I haven't watched anything. We swap out your PS4 for the Xbox so I can play PS4. No, because I want the Xbox to be out in the living room.
But yeah, apparently, like, you feel like you're right there on Route 66, and
yeah, I know. I want to go so bad. No, Rockin' Ramen, that was like years and years and years ago when my mom and I would play on it. Do you have the Indiana Jones Adventure? Not that I know of. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I interrupted you. I apologize.
Oh, no. That's okay. I was just saying that ride, that looks really cool. Like, I think a lot of people think it's just like Test Track, because it is very similar, but there's so much more to it than that.
Yeah, I want to go there so badly. I don't look at videos of anything. I try not to look at videos of things I haven't done, other than, the parks that are over in like Japan and that stuff.
Right.
But stuff over in Disneyland, I don't really look at videos of that very often because I have not been there. And if I do go there, I want it to be a surprise.
Yeah.
So I don't know anything about any of the rides for Cars Land.
Yeah. I'd love to be there someday too. So
those are all the things on my list.
Okay. So I have another that I'm sure you would probably like too. So items around the house. So I keep like a lot of things around the house. I can see you have a lot of things around the house.
Yep.
Right behind you.
Yeah, I mean, our living room is just straight. Everything is Disney in my living room.
Okay. So what do you have in your living room that reminds you, like a lamp or a?
Well,
What do you have?
we recently got a new DVD shelf
Uh-huh.
that has a lot more shelves and it has a lot more room for other things. Hi, Avery. So we have a lot of we put our Funko Pops up there. We put Jim Shore's.
Mm-hmm.
We have pictures from old trips. We put a lot of small Disney things out and about in there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We have a lot of knickknacks. I remember there was a line of furniture that came out. I think it was Ethan Allen, actually, who's a very high-end furniture. They had a Disney line of furniture, which we never ended up getting anything from there because it was just so expensive. But even chairs, subtle designs on it, or throw rugs, pillows. Oh, look, Jeff's bringing something in. Hold on.
Oh, wow. Yep, I have the same exact one.
It's like a topiary type thing.
We take it out during Christmas and we put it on our front porch.
Okay, so we just leave it out all year round. I don't know.
That is so cute.
We just do.
Yeah, we have the same one.
Yeah, I think we should decorate it differently for each of the seasons.
Oh, that would be fun.
We should probably put. Okay, that's cute, Jeff. All right, there he goes with it. Oh, but yeah, we have things like that. I'll tell you the funniest thing we did is our neighbor builds mailboxes. So in our neighborhood here, which is different than our neighborhood in Florida, you're allowed to have a mailbox in the front of your house.
Yeah.
So he makes brick mailboxes and he will put your house number into the mailbox. So he builds it out of brick. It's, I don't know, 4 feet tall maybe. And I had him do a custom Mickey head in the mailbox. So it's a circle, and then it has the 2 circles above, and then it has our street or our house number in the Mickey head. So, so it was pretty cool to be able to do that. And it was the first time he ever tried to do something like that. So
yeah,
pretty fun. So when people pull into our house, they see, hopefully the people that buy our house also like Mickey, because the permanent brick mailbox has a Mickey head on it. So
that's cool. Yeah, I mean, our Christmas decorations. During Christmas time, we do our Christmas tree is all Disney ornaments.
Is it?
It's all it is.
Okay. Okay.
And one second.
You finding a picture of it?
No, I apologize. Can talk about stuff around your house?
Oh, okay. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. I didn't want to interrupt you. So, well, here comes Jeff. What hat are you wearing?
What hat?
He's wearing, never mind. So he's wearing what is that show called?
Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls. Okay. But yeah, we have stuff even this little Figment here, this little guy, he's on the side of the computer. So we do that. And then I think today, I know we were talking about food earlier, but we also do things we had the, even to do something like a piece of, cookware that's Disney. I know so many companies have jumped on that bandwagon, even Le Creuset, which is a high-end cookware company. They had a Mickey line. They had, I think they even had Star Wars. And then we saw today they had a waffle maker that was Disney themed, and they have toasters, and they just have so many different things that you can buy and have around the house that remind Disney. Yeah. So. Oh, see, Tracy said Ethan Allen still has the furniture line. That's interesting.
Cool.
It's just, like I said, it's just so expensive, but it's very subtle. So, you can have it around the house, and it's not like it screams Disney at you, but it's just another way to keep the magic alive when you're not at Disney World. So yeah. So anything else you can think of, Ken's? Or I have
just having, decorations around the house is really important because, you look somewhere and like Mom said, I want my house to scream Disney at me.
Yeah. No, I hear you. And it's like, if you love it, it doesn't matter because it's your house. You do it the way you want to do it. So that's why, like I said, we invested the money in that custom mailbox. So Tim Pruitt says my bathroom is all Mickey Mouse.
That's cool.
Yeah, they have you can get the shower curtain. You could get the just like the toothbrush holder and the cup and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, we actually have drawings from the animation experience from when they had that in Hollywood Studios. We have those framed and hung up around the room, the house, I mean.
Okay. So, one other thing I wanted to say, and you've actually got me thinking, Kenzie, with when you're doing that, when you've been doing the movie journals.
Mm-hmm.
So I know there was a point in time where I was doing scrapbooking, but it was just so much work, like getting all those pictures printed off and, putting them in the scrapbooks and then cutting out all the paper. And I know that that's actually part of it. Like, you're supposed to enjoy that, and people enjoy that type of thing. But, now it's so terrible because, at least for me, I have all these pictures on my phone, and I wish there was a way to get those pictures off of the phone and do something with them. Because whatever scrapbooks I have, I do enjoy looking at them. So that's another way that I feel it's a good way to keep the magic alive from Disney, that you print off or you do whatever, you build your scrapbooks. But I think journaling, that's a great idea, even to do that for a Disney trip. So
we have a lot of scrapbooks. I think Mom left off on scrapbooking a while ago. She I think it was 2010 is where she left off.
Okay.
And we use the we have a lot of things.
Yeah. And it would be nice to be able to have those pictures. I love how you have that little printer and their sticker. So
they're really nice. They're just not really big.
So do they come out smaller than or they come out?
They're pretty small.
But when you print off the picture, does it just come out like the size of the picture, or just how does that work?
It's like a lot smaller than a normal picture that you can get printed at like Walgreens or something.
Okay.
So, Mom got really busy, so she wasn't really able to. She wasn't able to scrapbook as often, and she kind of she stopped in the middle of 2010.
Mm-hmm.
And we're planning on. We just went through all of her scrapbooking stuff, and we went through everything, and Mom, she was like, well, do you want me to continue scrapbooking your life? Because we scrapbooked, me as a very small child, when I was a baby, when I was born, the first few years of my life. We have those as scrapbooks, but she stopped scrapbooking my life, and then she started doing Disney. So we were recently talking about it, and she was like, well, do you want me to continue scrapbooking your life? And I was like, I mean, I don't really see a point in it, because the point of scrapbooking that early of your kid's life is because they can't remember that.
Right.
But when you get older, you start remembering things
Yes.
So I don't really feel a need to have, older years of my life scrapbooked, but Disney, I want scrapbooked.
Yes.
So we went through all of the scrapbooking stuff and kept all of the Disney related things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Because Disney is a lot of what's going on in your life right now, really. And I think that's why it's so nice to be able to do the YouTube videos that we do and just have, because in a way it's kind of saving all of those videos that we would otherwise be making. Hopefully nothing ever happens to those, right?
Yeah.
Vlogs and things like that, because those are things that a way of saving videos. I know Jeff has a lot of videos on CDs and DVDs. And that's another thing we like to do too, to keep the magic alive, is we will watch our old DVDs. Do you guys do that too?
Yeah.
Yeah. And, the kids wouldn't remember. Half of the stuff I look at, I barely remember. And then it just brings it all back by watching those videos. So,
Hi, McNeil.
Yeah.
Mama Mouse is in the house.
Hey, Mama Mouse and Tina. So, yeah, that's another thing that we do too, is we watch old videos that we've taken over the years, just to kind of keep that magic alive.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I've kind of run out of things, and I'm sorry I got distracted.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right. No, I think the pictures, we have so many. I don't know about you guys too. All of these pictures that are out on the My Disney Experience app. So, or in our Photo Pass, I should say. So that's another thing too. Those only are out there for a year. So we do like to go back and look at those pictures. But
I like saving pictures and stuff.
Yeah. So if there's a good way to do that, you can do digital scrapbooks too. Have you ever seen anybody do that?
I haven't seen that before, but I feel like I'd probably prefer physical stuff.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, I prefer the physical scrapbooking and journaling and stuff like that.
Journaling. So do your scrapbooks have journaling in them, or are they just pictures?
No, it's just pictures and stickers and stuff like that. I'm the one who recently got into the journaling stuff.
Yeah, I think the journaling is a great idea. I really do, because you get your feelings down on paper that go along with the pictures. It kind of explains what was going on in those pictures. So I think that's, she prints everything on her Sprocket. Yeah, I have to look into that Sprocket.
It is really awesome.
Because I like the idea how it prints it like a sticker. Do they have larger ones that you can print larger pictures on, or they're all small like that?
I have to do some research. I don't really know much about it. But we Todd, for pictures for our scrapbook, we actually have a massive tote of tons and tons and tons of pictures, because my mom loves taking pictures. But hi, Morgan. Yes, bullet journaling is fun. Morgan worked at I don't know if she still works there or not, but Morgan worked at a store that had a lot of like stationery and journaling stuff.
Okay.
I want to talk to her about that. Wow. I'm gonna have to text her about that. That's my friend Morgan. She's a huge Disney nerd as well. She's my cosplay friend. She's been in a stream of mine before.
Yeah. But I think it's important to get that journaling. I do like doing that. In fact, some of my scrapbooks, I even put some journaling like on paper, and then I printed it off in like different fonts, and then I taped it inside of the scrapbook. So, and I know Mama Mouse, she does. I mean, she has a whole thing about preserving the magic. So, I mean, that's a real thing, to be able to preserve all that. Get it down somewhere where you can retrieve it later. I did a book for Jeff of our first trip through a company called it begins with an S. I can't remember the name of it, but you can send your stuff off to them, to Shutterfly is the company.
Yep.
So Shutterfly, I actually went in and made a digital scrapbook. So I arranged our pictures. You can make it as many pages as you want. Unfortunately, the more pages it is, it's more expensive. But it's had a nice hard cover on it. And it was just kind of a different way to do it, and I know you said you like to do it the physical way.
Yeah.
But also it seemed like it was quicker to do it digitally.
Yeah, it is a lot quicker.
Yeah. So you can actually, that's right, Caitlin, Shutterfly. But yeah, you can, get those pictures in there and do something with it.
Yeah.
And then get it printed off, and then you have like a really nice keepsake. So yeah. But I feel like that's important, and to find the time to do it, just a way that you can capture everything for your memories. So I know some people, they like it just on their phones, but I kind of enjoy organizing it a little bit and putting some text to it. I think the journaling thing, Kenzie, is great.
Yeah.
But you could do a journal for each of your trips,
Yeah.
and just document what you did each day. So, yeah.
1 second.
So yeah, I think that's everything I had on my list too. When you were showing me that journal today, and I didn't realize how that sprocket worked. I think that's a really neat way to be able to get some things printed out.
Yeah. Yeah, I really, sorry, I'm so distracted.
That's okay. That's all right.
Yeah. So, I mean, I really love, bullet journaling and journaling in general. I think, and one of the best things about bullet journaling is that it can be whatever you want it to be. You don't have to really follow anybody's instructions except your own.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to have 1 million pages about the same exact thing, that's totally fine, because that's your journal. And some people use it more for planning. Some people use it more for writing down their feelings. Some people use it for writing down memories, and it can be whatever you want it to be. So I really highly suggest journaling, bullet journaling in general, because that,
Yeah. So bullet journaling is just where you just put bullets of what happened?
No, bullet journaling, you can, there's like 1 million videos on YouTube about it, but
Okay.
bullet journaling is, it's when you don't use like a pre-made planner, has everything written down for you, and you just have to fill it in.
Okay.
But bullet journaling is when you, 1 second. Bullet journaling is when you do it all on your own.
Uh-huh.
So let me find a good spread. Is when you do it on your own.
Okay. So you kind of set up your own format and everything.
Yep. You do your own format. You can do 1 million different things.
Got it. I see. Okay.
Yeah, you just do whatever you want to do best. You set up your journal and you shoot at it. Yes, that's bullet journaling. But yeah, I attempted bullet journaling. It didn't really work out for me because I got too much in my head about it.
Mm-hmm.
I got too stressed about the decoration and not as much about the actual planning.
Right.
So I've been considering starting a new one. And
yeah,
if I do another one, it's going to be less decoration, more actually planning. I mean, one of my favorite things about bullet journaling, I think, it can be whatever you want it to be. So this is one of my favorite things that I've ever done, because this is the style in which I want to continue bullet journaling, which is a very minimalistic style.
Okay.
And this is when I planned out our Disney vacation.
Okay.
And I think that is
nice.
My favorite style of journaling so far.
Wow. Yeah, and that's when you said bullet journaling, I thought you meant like bullets, like this is, because I know Jeff keeps track of everything we've done on our trips in an Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah.
So it's more like an electronic journal. So he can look back and say, when was the last time we ate at Sanaa?
Yeah, I get that.
On his spreadsheet. So
yeah, so I'm thinking about continuing bullet journaling and making it look more like that.
Yes, I like that.
Then
you can reference it if you want to look back on it. Yeah.
I'd rather it look more like that rather than that,
Yes.
you know.
That looks more like a planner.
So I just do what I'm comfortable with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that idea. The only thing about that is you can't do like a Control F and find when you did something.
Yeah.
I found myself, I have all these pictures on my phone.
Yep.
And I find myself thinking, where is that picture of
Mm-hmm.
me and Abby at this? And I wish there was a way I could find it, like put in a search and find it, because we're just so used to being able to pull things up quickly. So
Yep. Yeah. I mean, what I think I want to do for bullet journaling is I would probably
make like an index.
Well, yeah, these actually come with an index in the very beginning.
Okay. Oh, nice.
So I have that written out.
Uh-huh.
And I want to continue, if I do start a new bullet journal, because I won't continue in this journal, because this is having struggles with making the boxes straight. No, because I use a dotted journal.
Oh, wow.
And I use a ruler to make the lines straight.
Nice.
But yeah, sorry I went on that bullet journal tangent. I could probably do a whole stream just talking about journaling in general.
Well, journaling is a way that you keep the magic alive, right?
Yeah, totally. I would love to, bullet journal about Disney.
Mm-hmm.
And Disney. If I was to start a bullet journal for if I was to get a new one to focus on just like journaling and not really like the decorations and the pictures and stuff, I would probably plan out like my journaling has become my passion again. Yeah, I've recently gotten more into it because I found what works for me.
Yep.
Regarding my movie journal, that is my journaling passion right now, and I've been watching a million journaling videos on YouTube. So I'm considering getting back into bullet journaling, but going for a much more minimalistic style.
Okay.
Rather than doing what I was doing with all of the drawing and the pictures and the washi tape and that kind of stuff. That's what I have the movie journal for.
Right.
That's what that's dedicated to.
Yeah. I think it would be cool to do a scrapbook. So do a journal like you have. And this is just thinking for me.
Yeah.
Have it bigger.
Yeah, totally.
You could journal in it, and you could put pictures in it.
Yeah, definitely.
But if you did it on a little journal, it would just take up so much space.
Yeah.
So it would be page after page.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't know, do they have anything like that? I guess you could get like a big composition notebook, but those pages aren't nice.
Yeah, I could probably help you find something good, because there are journals that are larger than this.
Oh, there are? Okay,
yes.
Like bigger, like 8 by 8 or 10 by 10.
I'll help you find one.
Okay, all right. We got a new way to keep the magic alive.
Totally. We can figure that out. All right. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, talking about how to keep that Disney magic alive in your home, especially when you live somewhere like farther away from Disney. I live up in the Northeast, and sometimes lives in the Northeast. Russ is over in a totally different state. Mama Mouse is in a totally different state. A lot of us are not in Florida, and we have to find ways to keep that magic alive. And where did my brain go? And one of the most important ways that we keep this Disney magic alive is streaming with each other about it.
Yeah,
that is one of the best ways to keep this Disney magic alive, is to talk to other Disney nerds.
Yes.
And that's what we do.
Yes. I have to say one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
I showed my friends last night, my neighbors, the Myers and the Mouse video with the Can't Stop the Feeling.
Yep.
And I'm like, that's Kenzie, that's Tracy, that's Steve, and she's like, who are these people? I'm like,
how do you know these people? I do the same thing when I show my friends videos. And I'm like, well, that's Ange, and that's Jeff, and that's Russ. Like, it just regular videos in general. Like, I'll be like, that's my friend Russ, and that's my friend Ange, and they'll be like, how do you know these people?
It's crazy. But talking together, I mean, that's the best way to keep it alive for sure. I agree with you.
Totally. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. I know Shelly is planning on going live at 5:30, and that And then I think Amy is also going live at 5:30. So we love the Disney magic. We love watching other people's streams as well. So
For sure.
thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you in the next stream.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.